Hi, everybody. Good morning. I'm Tanya Baldwin, and I'm from Mind, Body, Spirit, Healthy Self, and also the host of Trauma Talk, which is a reel and podcast thing that I do. I am a registered nurse and I am a trauma wellness healer. I combine traditional practices with holistic stuff. And one of the things that I like to do is cards and see how they relate to us and what messages they can give us regarding healing and just how to navigate through our lives. Um, I did have a card pulled. I think it was Here and Now, but weird because I felt like it was a different card. It's weird how I pulled it and then I put it down face down. And when I pulled it back up, I'm like, that seems like the wrong card, but that's the right card. Anyway, so I had an interesting couple of cards pulled. I'm not sure what the message is, how they all relate together, but hi. So for those on Facebook, I can't see that it's like who it is. I just see Facebook user and then what you say. So if you want me to know who you are, you're going to have to let me know, or you're going to have to, I think you'll give StreamYard permission to share your name to me. But anyway, so the card that I pulled for tarot was the Emperor. When I'm doing my cards, when I'm shuffling them, I'm asking what spirit's message, so what God's message is for us for today. And this could resonate with you and it may not, but and that wasn't the card, it was the Emperor, but that might resonate with you and it may not. So just take what hits and take what doesn't. I take it as listening to just what the cards say, and maybe it gives me some insight into some way that I could heal my trauma or relate differently. So let's see what the Emperor says. And the Emperor is a pretty good card to pull. Light Seer, the divine masculine, authority, power, a natural leader, structure, strategic and analytical thinking, taking action, promotion. Shadow Seer, unchecked power, being overly pragmatic, a rigid corruption, selfishness, defensiveness, a desire for control, and being stubborn. So remember, the Shadow Seer is when you pull the card in the inverted position. And I talk about it because for some of us, that's maybe how it's going to resonate a little bit more. The Emperor's message is one of ambitions met and success found, often seen as the card of the divine masculine. The Emperor brings forth a desire to build a better world, one brick at a time. Use your mind as well as your heart and rise to power as you lead your own evolution. While becoming your own emperor means infinite possibilities for your success, it also means addressing any issues you are harboring around authority, control, and willpower. Some of us actually, we have from our trauma a lot of built-in defenses when it comes to authority, right? And I used to say that, like, I definitely had issues with authority growing up. Not that I was definitely a good kid, because I was taught, you behave, you're a good kid. But there was always a part of me that wanted to question the rules and be like, but why? Why can't I do that? Why am I not allowed, right? And I found that a lot of the rules were very rigid, very constrictive. So I fought against it a little bit. But I think that, oftentimes, because you grow up in a home where you're either being over controlled, or when you grow up and you have a narcissistic parent in the household, those parents can oftentimes, for some reason, my watch is making noise now when I get messages on my phone. I have to figure out how to turn it off because that's a no, 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 no. We don't want that. So anyway, we rally against that control because we've been controlled in that. So that control just reminds us of the, maybe the over control that our parents were applying to us in our sometimes abusive homes, or, like I said, with narcissistic parents, that level of control that they exercise within your life, then you get away from them. And anyone that comes at you with control just reminds you of that person that's trying to control you. So you fight against it. So you have to kind of look at why, or if you do have issues surrounding power and authority. You may need to work your magic within the confines of establishment, But remember that the organizing principles of societies are fluid over time. And there's a great shift in society right now. We're shifting towards a much more open consciousness and, it's just different. We're not looking at, we're starting to turn away from being people that are just going to go to work 9 to 5 and we're just going to be good little soldiers or good little, worker bees. And we're just going to go to work and do our job and come home. A lot of us are saying that's not the way that we want to live. We're not supposed to be just production machines. We're supposed to be. We're not supposed to be doing, right? Like, so there is a change in society right now. There is a raising of the consciousness collectively. So remaining flexible and keenly aware of your own energetic boundaries and motives, find opportunities to be of service to others as you build your empire, right? You want to be helping other people. There's nothing wrong with being of service. It's actually really good for you, for your heart, for how, like, making you feel amazing is, that service to other people. When we give, we receive, right? When we're open enough to give without boundary, like give without holding back, we can receive without holding back. So step into this fiery energy of success and rise, sweet light seer. Embody confident, compassionate leadership and exercise sovereignty over your own reality. The world is yours. I lead the circumstances in my worth with confidence, harmony, and generosity. And that's a beautiful leader, one that leads with confidence, harmony, and generosity, right? So anyway, I don't know if that resonated with any of you, but I like the message that was in it. So in the Shaman's deck, I got the beautiful card, Lost Compass. And if you see on the bottom, it says getting back to integrity. And the number at the top is 35. For those of you that care about the number as well, 35 goes down to 7. So you can look at that. So I almost opened it up to the right page. Close. Lost compass, getting back to integrity, finding the way home, trusting intuition. When the lost compass appears, it's a sign that you need to find your way back home, back to your source and center, relying on your intuition to arrive there. Be wary of the signs telling you to turn here or there, or to avoid this or that person or situation, because the outward indicators are not reliable right now. Hi, Tusiv. How are you, love? Be careful not to believe all the advice that you are receiving. Rely instead on your innate sense of direction and guidance and use your homing instinct to lead you true. So I'm only on the first paragraph. There's 2 more paragraphs to go, but that really resonated with me because you get people that have different beliefs than you or think things have different elements to them. So, I talk about being a witch, and I had somebody ask me, well, does that mean that you don't believe in God or what? Like, because there's certain impressions of what that word means. And I was like, well, no, I'm spiritual. I believe in God. I believe in source. And but I call myself a witch because I also like to use the moon as a calendar. I believe in crystals having energy as well. And there's science to back that up. So it's not like I'm, out just believing in whatever. And I use energy for healing, and I use, I love plants and life and energy. And so there's all these different, the reasons why I consider myself to be a witch is just that connection to nature and that connection to things that are, I would say, like more natural, like herbs and essential oils and crystal energy and things like that. So, that's my way of defining myself as a witch. It's not like, oh, no to anything else. But people will look at that and they will make a decision and say that's wrong or that's bad or that's whatever. And you have to look at yourself and say, am I being true to me? Is this where I feel like I'm being led? And I do. Like, I never make any decision to do anything without, being in, wanting to be kind, compassionate, generous, loving, right? Because I think of God as a source of love as well. And the only thing that he wants for us is to be loving. And so that's what I'm going to be. So the Lost Compass has come to show you that you need to find new counselors. You are not getting the mentoring you need for your success. Who is that person that you are looking up to as a model for what it means to be a woman or a man? Trash that ideal. Tear up the picture you carry in your mind. You are meant to be you, not the best copy of your dearest friend. And they say that, what is it? It's copying somebody. I can't remember how it goes, but that copying someone is the sincerest form of flattery, right? But we don't want to copy people. Like my whole thing is trying to show people how to be their authentic self, how to lead them to love themselves and appreciate who they are, and not feel like you have to be somebody else or that you have to do something to equate to your value or worth. You just have to be you and love the you that you truly are. And that includes the bad things. I'm certainly not a perfect person. And I have to like or love the parts of me that are not what I like, because that's still a part of me. I have to like the parts of me that made mistakes along the way, because that part of me didn't know, right? That piece of me back then didn't know. But I'm all of me from all those spaces of time and moments that I've been through. That's still me. Did you want to, I see your comment, but I don't see who it is. But if you'd like to connect, and I will look for your comment on the video after I'm done the video, and I'll send you a message, and we can connect. Okay. And I'll see what I can do to help you out with that. So make this your mantra: love me or leave me. The lost compass is a blessing in disguise, because you sometimes have to lose your bearings and find yourself afresh to discover a new course. True north never changes. So reset your way to your heart compass and trust your deepest feelings, even when others do not support them. Remember that you are not lost. You simply do not know where you are going right now. Lost is a state of mind. Not knowing where you are going is an opportunity to find a new path. I like that. I like that message. I think that's lovely. So yeah, you're not lost. That's the state of mind. You're just looking for a different path, and the path hasn't revealed itself now yet. So the card that I pulled from the other Oracle deck, the Wisdom of the Oracle, was the There and Now card, which is number 32. I'm not the past and the future. And she's sitting on this beautiful egg in the middle. You are here. Well, I feel like this is going to tell us about being here and now, right? And that's another thing that I want you to try to practice being, is in the present moment, right? Nothing exists beyond this moment right here, because everything else is existing only in your mind. You're believing or seeing a future that hasn't yet come. And a lot of times we do that in a negative mindset, or we're thinking about the past that has already occurred. So only thing that's going on is this moment. It's the only moment that's real. It is an opportunity. It absolutely is an opportunity, love. So the here and now, the essential meanings is that it's being fully present in the moment, living one day at a time. The Oracle's message: everything happens in the now, in the present. Only this moment counts. You have what it takes to handle anything today if you let go of the need to look into the future or reflect on the past. Be present and notice what is going on right now. This very moment has the potential for you to create a miracle, to create miracles in your life. So this one also talks about, relationship message. So how it applies specifically to relationships. So if you're asking a question about a relationship, this card in the relationship message may apply to you. So it's easy to yearn for a love affair or friendship you may not have right now, one that is more romantic, more fun, more reliable, more passionate. The good old days are gone and a new day has dawned. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have the relationship you desire or not. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all that is available to you. Stay present and aware that in this moment, as you cherish and improve your beautiful self, you are a magnet for love. Spirit is madly in love with you right now. Did you know that? Turn to spirit to feel the joy of love in the here and now. So that's like accessing God or whatever your belief system is, right? I have my belief system. You have your belief system. They can occupy the same space and time and not interfere with each other. If you want to believe that God is a white man, or if you want to believe in anything else, that's your choice. And my choice is my choice. But whatever you believe in, I hope that you believe that there's more. I hope that you believe that there's more than just us on this planet that this is it, right? I do hope that you have a belief that there's more. And turn to that. Like, just my thing is just love yourself. When you love yourself fully and authentically, the world opens up differently to you, because from love, we are magnetic. We are just so magnetic to other people. And those days when you wake up and you feel so alive and amazing and wonderful, and you feel like maybe it's new loved season, right? And you've fallen in love with somebody and they are showering you with love and affection, and you feel the most alive and magnificent that you've ever felt. The whole day unfolds before you in an amazing way. It seems like things just, it's like one of those days where the door opens for you, the lights turn green, people are extra friendly. Maybe they show up bestowing gifts, whatever. There's just some way that your life seems to just miraculously unfold in a much more beautiful way when you're walking through life feeling loved. And you can do that by loving yourself and showering that affection and attention on you, and then walking through the day with that love too. It doesn't have to come from an outside source. And if it does, look, if you don't have a partner, maybe look to God and say, God is love and he loves me. And that is the best thing that I can have, is that love. So your prosperity message: what you are working on is golden, and your efforts will leave a powerful legacy. Focus not on meeting a goal in the far off future, but creating your dream now, releasing your desire for an outcome and owning that it already exists. It will appear in the material world as if by magic. Claim your prosperity now. The essence is more important than the form. When you are immersed in prosperous thoughts, you automatically tune into a sense of timelessness and unlimited potential. You can act as if, in spite of the temporary outer conditions, you are prosperous in this moment. What you think now becomes your reality. Stay present. And it's the only moment we can do anything about is now. Is now. So if someone's, was asking a question about money, and this card came up, that's your message towards prosperity. Now, this is the protection message, and this is if it had to come up in the inverted position. And I'm going to read that just in case it resonates with somebody a little more. So whenever you find your mind drifting into the past, wondering if things could have or should have been better, or whenever you find yourself longing for the good old days, you leak power. You let go of power. The same is true of looking too far ahead and hoping the future will provide you with certainty. Driven by ambition, you might wander too long in a place with no substance and forget that you are here today. The past and future are illusions. Whenever you leave the present moment, you are disconnecting from your inherent power to manifest your reality with true substance. Neither past nor future can give you what you need. Now is all that counts. Come back from those eternities and be here now. All will be well, and miracles will appear as if by magic in the perfect timing of spirit. So the message being in the here and now, right, was the one message from that deck. This one here was about getting back to your integrity, right? About getting back to the source of who you are and not trying to emulate other people, or not trying to be something that you're not, just being authentic and getting back to just your integrity. And then with the Light Seer tarot, that was the Emperor, and it was all about stepping into leadership and structure. I lead the circumstances and letting go of any issues you have around power and authority. So that was a pretty good message for today. I think it was generally pretty positive, and it resonates with me in that I want you to be in the here and now. I want you to be authentic, and I want you to believe in yourself and to lead the life that you want and head towards it. Hi, honey. How are you? I feel like I might have said it different with the accent on the E. I might have not said it right, but I like it. I like bees and I like honey. So, hello, ma'am. Oh, so I would have to set up a session with you to do a little mini oracle or tarot reading with you specifically, so that I could get that. I mean, I can more than certainly. I will ask the question, and we can see what card comes up. If you okay, I'm just looking at I'm just reading over what you've written to me, and I'm just asking that question: when will you get a job? So co-create came up, which is number 40. And I will do this really quick for you just because I think this is humorous. But let's see what it says, okay? Typically I want to have more of a connection. Like I do a generalized. For an individual, I would want to actually give that interaction to you. So you may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact, you are creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality blended with universe spirit. You are a product of divine inspiration, and now you are aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-create it, only beauty and grace result. Be prepared to be amazed. So I'm going to look at what the prosperity message is. Flashes of inspiration give rise to great success when you receive this message. You are at your most creative now, and whatever you apply yourself to will lead to fruition of your dreams. Remember that all your ideas are channeled from a higher source. You create your reality in partnership with spirit. The potential of manifestation is unlimited now. Revel in its vastness. So how does that sound, honey? Have you been having some creative thoughts lately? Because if you are, listen to those thoughts, that creative energy that comes through you. And maybe another part of it might be to co-create with other people. Hi, Mary. Ha! I'm manifesting too. I'm manifesting health and happiness. Oh, I got to manifest myself to bibbity boppity boo to work. Holy, I got going a little longer. Well, that would be Tanya's way, is to show up to her 9-to-5 job just a few minutes late because I'm busy doing what my passion is, which is the trauma wellness, and relating oracle cards to you guys in the morning to see if the messages resonate and if you can use it to guide your healing. I'll put my reel up a little bit later today. I love you. Thank you so much for attending. I'm great. I'm great. I'm late, but I'm great. And I haven't even finished my coffee. Like, look, it's mostly there still. I could tip it, but I don't. I have a computer. You do need to get with me. I will put a post on, and then give me a message. Okay. And we'll link up somehow. But I love you guys. Have a wonderful Thursday. That means one more day after this till Saturday. Saturday's my favorite day because then I only work one job. Love you. Have a great day, guys.